and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another live show with just me. So I'm glad you all are tuning in. Happy Monday after Thanksgiving, which always sucks. I myself had 4 days off, and then you go to work today, and it's just like, man. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We got Rico, Chauncey, Craig, City Stars, 217, My Little Pony fan, Jason, Ionicus, and Elites. Hello. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Thanks for stopping by. We got 7 in the chat watching. Big news. I was just online on Facebook, and NECA just made an announcement that I am just thrilled to see this figure coming out. Let me blow this up for you. They are finally doing Robocop. They've got this Robocop from Robocop 1. This is your ultimate Robocop 7-inch figure. He's got, let's see, that one doesn't want to blow up for some reason. Well, none of them are wanting to work for me tonight. Well, shit. Oh, there we go. So let's see if I can get it to work this way. I'll blow it up. So there's the back of him, his Robo butt. He's got the big giant Cobra assault cannon, which is sick. He's got the unmasked version. He's got the Auto 9 pistol with a blast effect. There's all your pieces and parts. I cannot wait to get that. And they also doing a Robocop, which is a battle damaged version from Robocop that comes with the chair, his recharge chair or whatever. And what the hell did I just click? There we go. Let's try this again. I just added it to my cart already. I already bought the thing. Don't want to double buy. So yeah, here's your battle damaged Robocop. There he is, all jacked up, just like the end of the movie. And he comes with the chair. How cool is that? It's pretty much the same effects from the first set, except you get him all battle damaged and the chair there. So that is really, really cool. Up for pre-order now at Entertainment Earth. Who else we got in the chat that's popped up? Sovereign, Lego, Inu, Tabi, Redstone, Rodimus Primal. Yes, sir. I will buy that for $1. Buy that for a couple dollars. Actually, I think both of them, you got $160 and $130. Come on, Santa Claus, bring me some money. So I'm going through my what all's coming in for this month as far as reviews are concerned. I have nothing new coming in. I did I did order Artfire and Nightstick today from GameStop. I had $10 worth of GameStop credit, and he was on sale for $27, so I picked him up. And I've got something coming in from AliExpress, and that may be the only new stuff I have coming in this month. So December is probably going to be a lot of Toyhax and Generation 1. And speaking of Toyhax, slowly but surely, I am getting this guy decaled up. It's a lot of decals on this set. You can probably see that I've already got the windows decaled here in the front. Got a little extra decals here and there. There's a lot of decals that go inside the command center. If you guys can see, get that turned around. It's hard to show off. I don't know how I'm going to do this on film. There's like a view screen, all kinds of cool stuff. There's even like a little sound wave and laser beak that you can hide in there to spy on the Autobots. If you look at his head here, he's got new eye decals, a decal there on the crest, blue stripes on the head. Yeah, this has been an interesting set to apply because it's just so big. And I've been applying a few here and there. I'll shoot a review, apply a few more, shoot a review. So hopefully by Christmas, I'll have him finished up. Sovereign, that's why you get him right now, because Toyhax is doing 20% off. So I think you can get for like $36. Let's see. Who's talking here? Yeah, Cato, same way. Have a drought until pre-orders. I think March is going to be a big one for us. I don't even think I have anything going on in February. All right. So yeah, I got 37 in the chat. So let's go ahead and go over what this live stream is about and a little background story. So back in 2001, Christmas time, 2001, my brother-in-law, well, he was my sister's fiance at the time, for Christmas, got me this Hard Hero Optimus Prime bust. Hence the name of this live stream, Holding Out for a Hero. So not only is this, an Optimus Prime bust, it is a artist-proof Optimus Prime bust that was signed, where is it? Signed by the artist. I was in shock. It's like my first time meeting this guy. It's Christmas, and this is what he gives me as a gift. And of course, as a result of getting this Hard Hero Optimus Prime, I got every one of them as they came out. I think the only ones I missed was the giant Unicron statue and the Bumblebee statue, but I have all of the busts, and they're all displayed down in my TV room. Let me get my comments fixed so I can read everything. So years go by, and I want to think it's 2005 or 2006, my first Christmas back from Iraq. I remember we're downstairs rearranging the TV room. I'm getting all these busts on display, and I notice, hey, they're dusty. I need to dust these guys off. So, I'm doing very careful, dusting with the cloth all the way around. And then the damn cloth catches his antenna up here and breaks it. So I don't know if you can see, but broke the antenna. And I was just sick. So there's a wire on the inside. So I was able to kind of straighten it out a little bit. And I've had some blue model paint that wasn't quite what matched here, but I made it work. And so it's been sitting up there on my display 4 years, broke. I don't think anybody else ever noticed it, but it always bugged me. So then a couple days ago, we're downstairs dusting, cleaning, getting ready for family to come in for Thanksgiving. And I did the same damn thing again. I'm dusting this guy off, super duper careful. But as I'm taking the rag away from him, I hit the damn antenna with my finger and broke it again. I just bent it more, and I tried to straighten it, and it looks like shit now. And I was like, you know what? I've been debating on pulling the trigger on getting another one of these for years, and I'm just going to do it. Now, granted, it won't be an artist-proof signed one, and that's what really gets me. You're not going to see any more of these, and I fucking broke it. But, is what it is. Things happen. So I got on Mercari, which is starting to become my favorite site to buy things from. And I discovered this seller right here, and we'll pull him up. He is BX Collector. And if you check it out, he's got all kinds of Beast Wars still in package, Beast Machines still in package, all kinds of Transformers, and he had the Optimus Prime bust for a decent price. And of course, with Mercari, you can hop on there and make an offer. So I made an offer. He counter-offered, but the counter-offer he gave me was good. I mean, very acceptable, especially for something that is now, it's 2021. It's 20 years old. This bust is 20 years old. And so being able to get it for a decent price, I jumped on it. And it arrived today. So a big shout out for BX Collector, because one, I ordered this the day before Thanksgiving, and he told me, he's like, man, if you ordered it sooner, I could have gotten the mail today, but I'm going to be away for the holidays. there's no way I can get it out to you. And I'm like, hey, no biggie. I've had this broken Optimus Prime sitting on my shelf for years now anyway. No rush. And then I think it was Friday morning, day after Thanksgiving. Everybody else is out Black Friday, and I'm sitting on my ass at home. I'm not going out. I get an email from Mercari saying the item has shipped. So he made sure to get out on Black Friday and put this in the mail for me. So now let's go ahead and open this up and check out Prime. Now this guy's got great star ratings. It's not often I do a eBay or Mercari unboxing live. Sometimes I cheat and I see what's in the box first, make sure it's in decent shape. So we're going to check this out together. So let me get this off the screen. Blow me up again. Made sure and cut my address off this time. I've been known to leave my address on, which sometimes you don't want to do being a YouTuber. So I got this cut open. It's a big box. It even says what it is right there. There we are. That's nice. Nice little note. Thank you for your purchase. Enjoy your replacement. Happy holidays. Man, he's got boxes on top of boxes on top of bubble wrap in here. I mean, that's a good packing job right there. So here it is in the box. Oh my gosh, I haven't touched this box or this packaging in since 2001. Check it out. First in a series. Man, he told me, he said it is mint in box. He only opened it once to check out the contents. So let's see. Styrofoam, you don't see things like that anymore. And the styrofoam's still sealed with the tape. Let me clear some space here. Knowing my luck, my dumb ass will drop it right out of the packaging. So I like the Autobot logo there on the styrofoam. Get the arc out of the way. Now, being an artist proof, I'm wondering if there's any difference in the collaring. Doesn't look like it. Let me get this tape off. My heart's pounding. I'm so excited to get this thing again. All righty. Moment of truth. Oh, there we go. Antennas are in perfect shape. I am so happy to have this whole again. And this is number 168 out of 7,000. So they only made 7,000 of these. I mean, it's not my artist proof, like I said, but I am so happy to have this whole in my collection again, because you guys just don't understand how my heart broke when I broke that. It made me sick, because not only, was it a artist proof copy of that statue, my future brother-in-law gave it to me. And unfortunately, we kind of had a falling out over the years, but every time I see the figure, I still think of him, and, he's still family. It is what it is. So, man, I am so happy to have that. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going downstairs, and he is going up on his pedestal. And I think one of my earliest reviews, I actually show my Hard Hero collection. Oh, I wish you could swap the heads, Memo. There's no way. They're solid. Those are solid. So I want to give BX Collector on Mercari a huge shout out, brother. Thank you so much. I am so happy you went above and beyond the Call of Duty to make sure, that item was as described. You cut me a deal, and you got him to me super fast and packed expertly. So you will get a full 5-star. You will get a 5-star rating from me, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you guys, if you're needing any Beast Wars stuff or just want to check out some Transformer figures, go check out BX Collector. I'm eyeballing. What does he have here I saw earlier? Lost it. It was only like $300 some. There it is. A G1 boxed 6-shot. Looks like that one's from Japan. Is that? I think that might be an Encore. Can't tell. The whole picture's not coming up. No, D98. So that's not an Encore. That's a Japanese 6-shot still sealed in the box. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, well, let's get this off the screen, and I will continue on with some rambling for a while. Let's see. Where are we going? Let's roll up a little bit. Christopher D. Yancey, Patriot Prime Reviews. What other cool stuff do you have? Well, I've got a lot of cool stuff. I still need to put in front of this camera. I got a lot of G1s I still want to review. I got a Universe figure. I got him like last month. I just haven't put him in front of the camera yet. He's a Universe Heavy Load. He's a Decepticon cement mixer. He's got some really cool gimmicks with him. What else do I want to put in front of the camera? I got this in. I actually wasn't going to get this figure, but then I saw somebody do a stop motion video, and I thought, well, this looks pretty cool. So got this off Entertainment Earth when they were doing their, free shipping for any item $25 or more. So I got that. But nothing really else new coming in. Got some new Masters of the Universe figures. I don't review those because nobody watches them. And that's it. Got more Toyhax on the way. Trying to get the ARC Toyhaxed up. I cannot wait to start working on the Botropolis Rescue set. I mean, it's a big decal set, nothing like the ARC. So I'm hoping we'll start working on it in a couple days. We'll move this Optimus Prime out of the way. Because I know it's the season of miracles and all, but I'm not going to risk nothing. So let's put you here, safe and sound, and you will go downstairs momentarily. All right. So anybody else got anything good coming in or new purchases, or what are you looking? Here we go. Anything that you're looking for Christmas? I mean, this is going to be my last video for November. Next week, or hell no, day after tomorrow starts December. Transformers manga. That was Transmutate, Rico. Titan Returns 6-shot's a good one. I like that. I like the fact you don't have to take the headmaster out to transform him. And since Christmas is around the corner, because it's funny, and I always like to think of TFCon, here's a freebie.
I want a basketball and a pony and a train set and a race car. I love you, Santa.
Yes, Shane, I still have Unicron. I just have to figure out when and how I'm going to shoot that thing. What we got here? Anybody pre-ordered that third-party, nearly life-size sniper rifle? That's the other thing I have coming in, hopefully this month. I cannot wait to get that thing. And hopefully the guy demonstrating it isn't a midget. Because that thing, it looks awesome. I mean, it's huge. It shoots like Nerf bullets. They don't look like Nerf darts. They actually look like bullets. I know Kato got one. Studio Series Grindor. Now, he's the exact same as Blackout, right? Just a different name. I liked some of the Decepticons in live-action movie. I wasn't a big fan of Autobots. I just didn't like their looks. Let me see if I can find that sniper rifle. Show you guys. I know Bert ordered one, Kato ordered one, Deluxe ordered one, I ordered one. So it's like the whole group of us got them. Transformers sniper rifle. Well, that's some interesting images, but I don't see what I'm after. Here we are. Here it is from TF Source. This is the green version. Yeah, it's this big old thing right here. Blow up. So he's got this big giant melee sword and then transforms into this big old honking ass sniper rifle. And I was hoping I don't see a picture of him in with some dude holding him. Yeah, this thing looks sick. They don't show the bullets either. There's actually, if you YouTube KSR sniper rifle and watch the YouTube video they did on it, that's what sold us. It's pretty cool. Patriot Prime reviews the Decepticons had super cool military vehicles, while the Autobots got stuck with cars. Womp womp. Well, same as G1. Decepticons were all military vehicles. Megatron was the gun, and then you had Soundwave, the micro cassette recorder with his cassette tapes. I want to get another Studio Series Jazz because Toyhax did a G2 Jazz conversion set, and Larkin's Lair has made a G2 inspired Jazz weapon. It's the light blue gun with the green missile. It's pretty slick. Me neither, man. I gave up looking. You can't even find those on the internet. He probably did because I did. If I play that video, automatically demonetization. I think it's just too long. Where is it? Me too, man. I cannot wait to get Blaster. And I like the fact he's not just a retool of Soundwave. Never. You can't skip out on a Minosaur. That's my all-time favorite combiner. Yeah, but they didn't get the Dinobots until 85. They got smarter in 85. Of course, that's when the Decepticons went from military vehicles and they got the Constructicons. What's this? What do you not have a Siege Kingdom Earthrise figures? I don't get your question. What don't I have? Couple. There's a few Kingdom. I was at my local Walmart today. I had a early doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock, so I got up butt crack of dawn, went to Walmart, went hunting, and the shelves are stocked. I mean, they were just filled to the brim, but there was nothing there that I didn't already have. Masters of the Universe section sucked. All they had was Skeletor and He-Man again that they've had on the shelves since 2020. Transformer section was looking great. No leader class. My store, for some reason, doesn't get leader class and they don't get core class figures. Now, they did have the leader Prime and Megatron Beast Wars reissues, along with all kinds of rat traps and Cheetors. I haven't picked those. I'm just not interested in those. And I saw Shadow Panther, and I looked at him. I was like, he's all right, but I just couldn't get myself to pull the trigger on that one. I've already bought 2 Cheetors. I got the regular version with the baby blue and the Netflix version with the more metallic blue. Yeah, Drag Strip looks sweet. I cannot wait to see Motormaster. I always liked Motormaster. I think they're going to go the Magic Square route with him, but we will see. The G2 Prime. As much as I want that G2 Prime, I'm looking for the guaranteed Generation Selects Scourge. They'll probably call him Nemesis Primal, though, not to confuse the kiddos with 2 Scourges on the shelf. Though they did put 2 Scorponauts on the shelf at the same time. Let me roll up and see if I move anything. Really? You didn't get you shortened yours, didn't you? Yeah, Toyhax for Grimlock's a must. And that's just not because I'm sponsored by them. I genuinely love Toyhax decals. Somebody was commenting on one of my posts earlier. Says, I wish you quit harping on Toyhax and their, what they call it, tacky decals. I'm like, well, I like those tacky decals. True. You know, honestly, we was talking about combiners the other day, and as much as the G1 combiners, you know, they were simple, but they were solid. I remember you could play with those things. You could have battles with them. These new combiners, you move them wrong and everything just falls apart. So I would love to see the G1 sturdiness with some new upgraded technology, or, you know, with upgraded engineering. But she still loves you, man. She still loves you. I know it's, of course, we've had this discussion so many times. I don't understand why these places have to make the legacy characters, the iconic characters, exclusives. Exclusives should be, you know, off the wall characters that only the collectors really want. I think a cool idea would be have the mail away figures from back in the day. You know, you had the Omnibots, the Power Dashers, Reflector. Have mail-in figures, the exclusives, or ones you had to clip the Robo points for, all that stuff like that. Those should be exclusives, not characters like Prowl and Ironhide. That just makes no damn sense. At some point, Andrew, it's in my box of Toyhax. He's in there. He's in this the Ultra Magnus set is in this envelope, ready to go. I just got to get the time. Hopefully I can get to him this month because I want to see him Toyhax. I skipped out on the Siege Ultra Magnus decal set, but got this one. Hey, Princeton. Trying to find perfect folk. I think eBay's are going to be your only option for that. And Princeton, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And we got 56 people watching. And I think 56 people need to see this.
Oh, dear Jesus.
There you go. You got that burnt in your brain now for tonight. Exactly. And what ticks me off about exclusives, you think if they're up for pre-order, then you pre-order them, which gives the company, okay, we should get this many of them, and yet they sell out of pre-orders. So it is what it is. Has everybody got their golden disc collection from Amazon? I guess those are all coming out in March. I did like the fact how they released one of those a day, but you got to keep an eye on that in March because all those hitting your wallet at the same time is going to be a little hard. Number one figure you want for Christmas. Well, like I told the wife, there's not really any figure I want for Christmas because right now, at my point, if I see it, I get it, or I pre-order it, I get it. What's funny, Rico, is pay attention. Next time somebody super chats, I'll play that again. Pay attention to Hoist in the corner. Exactly. That's my point exactly. And I really hate when they do the Target. You know, I don't mind Amazon so much because everybody can order from Amazon. I don't have a Target anywhere near me. And sometimes it's hard to get the Target exclusives. Fortunately, I have friends near Targets. Cato, Bert have helped me out with some exclusives. But then sometimes, like the Masters of the Universe sets, I think their exclusives, you know, they were like high dollar. They sold out super quick. But when they came back online, they had tons of them. I just recently got the Battle Cat and He-Man with the chrome armor that I couldn't find forever. Now every time you hop on Target, he's there. Transformer, on the other hand, once they sell out, you're not going to see it again. I think maybe T-Rex is still there. And what was the red tracks? I'm terrible with the names. Anyway, red tracks, the girl. Studio Series Wheeljack. Studio Series Wheeljack wouldn't be very interesting. I mean, he's just dead. My nearest target is an hour and a half away in Roanoke, Virginia. Road Rage, thank you. And everybody's hitting me. Road Rage, Road Rage. I should remember that because I had me and Dylan do the Road Rage intro for the video. Jason Wade Cox. Okay, let's see it again. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. And thank you, I'm going to tell you right here online, for the Christmas card. That was really, really nice of you. All right, watch Hoist.
Oh, dear Jesus.
No, Mattel sucks. And right now is everybody wants the Origins line. I mean, you'll see these Origins figures come out. They sell out immediately. And then they're double and triple price, while they're supposed to still be on the shelves. But they still got friggin' Skeletor and He-Man. And now with my Walmart, they just moved all the Skeletor and He-Man to the top level. They brought in all the kiddified He-Man figures, which that series wasn't too bad. So I've got kiddified He-Man, Revelations, tons of Skeletor and He-Man, Revelations Battle Cat, and Flocked Panthers. Yes, sir. And that's where I'm going. I already got my hotel room booked because I don't think I was looking while I'm waiting on a calendar from work to find out if for sure I'm going to be able to go to TFCon in Chicago or not. I have a feeling I won't be able to just because of work. Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense because 86 Wheeljack, I guess you just get a torso. That'd be funny. A dead Autobot multi-pack. Too soon. Too soon. And I'll pop up. I don't know if we're going to do a live one ship challenge again, unless we really, really know the participants. There are Studio Series 86 Jazzes at my Walmart, buddy. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm still debating on doing it. Wheel check and wind chart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the guy have an 86 Ironhide. I heard that figure's coming out. And if he don't have an interchangeable blown up head, you never saw that in the movie, but just something to really traumatize you, that needs to be added. Kind of like I like these little, for my NECA displays, I got these little head stands so you can display all the extra heads. We've got a bunch of Terminator heads and Jason heads. Get a Studio Series Starscream that's just a Ziploc baggie full of shavings. And I appreciate it highly. Thank you very much. G1 had no head. Actually, the figure didn't. No, he did not. He had a seat face. I think I mentioned that before. I didn't get Ironhide, but I got Ratchet for Christmas of '84. And I remember opening that toy up. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm used to the cartoon or the comic. I had never seen the toy Ironhide. And I was like, this is not what I was expecting. He was a truck in Bayverse. G1 Ironhide's the van. Just like G1 Megatron's the gun. Will always be a gun. I understand why he's a tank now, and I can accept why he's a tank. But G1, gun. My only thought with Braun is why he died in that movie is he was shot here. Every movie you ever see, the good guy's always shot there, and he survives. Is he didn't die right then and there. The Decepticons executed him after the fact. The real question is, how many tank transformers do we have that can actually hide their feet, unlike Megatron? That's one thing that takes me off. If you saw my review of that KO tank Megatron, they gave his feet ball joints, and you could fold the feet inside the tank. If Hasbro would have done that, that would have been a perfect Megatron. It's always impressive. I know everybody gives people grief for buying these KO figures, but a lot of times they improved what Hasbro could do. And, of course, I'm not going to stop supporting Hasbro. I mean, thank God for Hasbro. They're the ones that gave us what we enjoy. We all know Megatron's a tank because Cobra Commander demanded it. Actually, was it the Devil's Due or Dreamwave where Cobra Commander kept Megatron as a gun but had him stasis locked or he couldn't transform, and he kept Megatron on his side? All right, what are we going to give you, Jason? Let's do... Oh, everybody likes this one.
Ravage Eject.
There we go. I knew Rodimus would have it. They blew his spark out. It's like blew his heart out. That's awesome. I remember when G1 was on the hub. I remember the hub came out for a while. It was so cool to see G1 on TV again, back before we streamed everything. I could only watch G1 when I would come here, my grandfather's house. I actually bought my grandfather's house when I came back from Iraq, and Papa lived here in town and had cable. So days we walked from school's like 5 blocks that way, we'd walk over, spend the afternoon with Papa, and we would watch on WGN, Brave Star, G.I. Joe, Silverhawks, Thundercats, Transformers, all that here. At my home out in the country, where we had an antenna where you had to turn the dial to pick up stations, I didn't get Transformers. I had Saturday morning cartoons, and I had He-Man in the afternoons. I think it was He-Man and Scooby-Doo. So my G1 fiction was Marvel Comics. So, yep, all the G1s is on Tubi. Of course, I have them all on DVD now. Wonder if we'll ever get them on Blu-ray. Of course, I don't think with cartoons, you're really not going to get that much of a difference, especially something older like that. Well, there's a reason all those deaths were to sell more toys. It's interesting if you know the history of Transformers, the movie, and I think the Blu-ray actually has that in the commentary, is Hasbro's decision was, hey, let's kill off all these figures. That way we can introduce the new line to sell these kids. They had no idea how attached we were to those characters. Of course, what was funny is think of all the Autobots that died, yet all the Decepticons just got upgraded. What, like Hasbro Pulse YouTube? I like to watch it on my TV with surround sound. Transformers 36. Which one was that? 36. Good guys suck. Well, those were the days before the internets. Unnamed Decepticons died by the hand of Unicron. Actually, I got a whole total of that. My unfilmed script for the deaths, Transformer the movie 86 kills. I need to get this shot at some point. I spent 4 days writing that script. I need to exit this out. Let's see. We're almost at an hour now. I'll wrap this up. Skylinks. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was when those kids were on the run. Grimlock actually wanted to kill those kids, use them as bait for Grimlock or for Blaster, capture Blaster. No, he wasn't really going to kill the kids. It's been a while since I read that. I didn't like some of those earlier Transformer stories. They got a little weird. Of course, the comic really grew up with us as an audience because I started collecting the comic in '84, and it ran all the way until I graduated high school in '91. And it was just so cool because I have them all in trade paperback form now. And you read some of those earlier issues. I'm like, okay, those are geared toward the 10-year-olds. Reading the latter issues, yep, there's your high schoolers and young adults. I don't think so. I know the only Trailbreaker figure we got was the 30th anniversary. Wasn't he Trail Cutter? They couldn't use the Trailbreaker name. Oh my God, Mechanibles. That's when the Pretender was getting ready to bang the Amazon chick, or the Amazon chick wanted to bang the Pretender. Yes, Marvel was weird. It never ends. And I hope it doesn't. That's the one that introduced me to Transformers. I've got it finally framed and hanging on my wall. I had that autographed by Bob Budiansky when I was at TFCon. The Pretenders wasn't. It was the Amazons on the planet who was. Today I finally got the last. Is that the legs? I've got the first two sets, the shield, the gun, the scorpion legs. What else? With the visor and everything. I didn't get the leg extensions. I don't have Titans Return Fort Max, so I didn't really need to have my Scorponok standing as tall as he is. He looks good over there with all my others. VMAX, that was it. They were the bald Amazon. They were bald except for the big old long ponytail. Cloudburst. Yeah, it was Cloudburst. She wanted to snoo. The fact all you guys know what snoo is awesome. The only thing I have for the Ark right now is the Toyhax decals. I haven't bought any of the upgrade sets. He needs them. This figure to me, considering, I paid the same amount for Scorponok, Trypticon, all the other Titans, this one just doesn't have the playability as the other Titans. And plus, he doesn't stay together good enough. I mean, this section here just will not connect. And robot mode's okay, but there's just not the playability that the other sets have. But I still like it for what it is. Oh, here we go. Trailbreaker was in the 07 game. Gosh, that seems so long ago. The Decepticons had a lot of leaders in Marvel Comics. They had Megatron first, then you had Shockwave, then you had Ratbat, then you had Scorponok. He had Scorponok up until, Megatron returned, but he didn't really become the leader. He was just there. And then you had Galvatron from another dimension pop in. And then you had Bludgeon at the end. I think that was it. Oh, Thunderwing on Cybertron and Straxus on Cybertron. So if my count's correct, there was 9 Decepticon leaders in Marvel Comics. Actually, somebody on Facebook sent me a link to that earlier. I was looking at it, maybe after Christmas. See, that's a figure I want. We need a good Straxus figure. I liked when he came out. Was it Generations? When he wasn't Straxus. They called him Darkmount. The only one I don't have is Fortress Maximus. He was too much of a retool of Metroplex, and he didn't really turn into that good of a city mode or base mode, in my opinion. And it just didn't. I didn't want to spend $150 on that. And of course, then everybody found him at Ollie's for like $50, and I didn't have an Ollie's then. I have an Ollie's now, so I'm gonna be watching for some good deals. Brother, you don't even try to process it. It works best if you think of it as a multiverse type thing. You know, you got the comics lore, the cartoon lore, the Bayverse, the Armada, it's all different things. Just if you take it as that and they all don't tie into each other. I mean, the only official canon or ones that tie into each other, G1 into Beast Wars, into Beast Machines. That's it. The rest of it, multiverse. What about him? I got him on pre-order. Looking forward to getting him. I thought Generation a Generation Straxus using the same mold as Kingdom Warpath, or what are you talking about? Alternate realities, exactly. Seeing the G1 comic talked about that. I mean, in the comic, the Galvatron they pulled for Marvel comic came from an alternate universe where the Decepticons won. That's where the Generation Selects Galvatron and the toy collars came out. That's the comic book version. That's the version I grew up with. Titan class Thunderwing. I want a Thunderwing so bad. Titan class, I don't think a Titan class would be good. Leader class, maybe. I mean, Thunderwing was never this massive transformer. He stood toe-to-toe to Optimus Prime. Actually, he stood toe-to-toe to Power Master Optimus Prime. Yet, Power Master Prime also stood toe-to-toe to Fortress Maximus. So, I think a good Thunderwing would be leader class. Maybe commander class if they could do the shell right. But to be honest, you really don't need Thunderwing with the shell. They never utilized it in Marvel. And I think they showed the Interbot in the UK series. But just give me a Thunderwing that turns into that badass jet with his quad cannon that looks like his his G1 box art. I don't want the IDW pumpkin-faced Thunderwing. I want the one that looks like Marvel. That would be awesome. The last Thunderwing I remember was in Armada, and he was a minicon. And then we got a Thunderwing head. It was in a gift pack, and it was just a little Titan Master head. And Toyhax came up with a conversion set. If you had Nitro Zeus, you could take the Scorponok head, put it on Nitro Zeus's body along with that Toyhax decal set, and come up with a Bayverse Thunderwing. That was actually my first Toyhax review. Oh, no. You are right, Craig. Thank you. I forgot. We did have the... I cannot remember what that line was called, but I have that Thunderwing. He's standing over there. I know he was a deluxe class. He was a little deluxe class. I can't remember what that line was called. Classics Thunderwing. No. Yes, it does. The biggest problem with Bayverse, well, there's a lot of problems with Bayverse, is there's no continuity. no film follows the story from the last film. The only ones I really, really like are 1 and 3. And I really like 3 because it's a live action version of the Ultimate Doom, which was the very first G1 cartoon that I watched. And I got that one on, I remember renting Ultimate Doom on VHS. And this is back in the day when you rent the VHS cassette and you rented the player. Loved Bumblebee, though. I probably saw that 5 times in the theater. Took Dylan every time. that sums it up right there. It has continuity, but it doesn't have continuity. Let's see. 50 minutes in. We'll go about 10 more minutes. I guess I'm going to have to find somewhere. I don't want to just toss this. The broken one. It'll go somewhere up in here. I'll put the good one downstairs. That just thrills me to death to finally have one of these. And man, if you've ever got or held one of these hard hero busts, these things are heavy. How many times have I seen Ghostbusters Afterlife? You ready for this? Once. It's just hard to get out and go to the movies over and over again like I used to. Well, there was a little continuity. Megatron was killed on the bridge. No, you're right, because he became Galvatron in the other one. I don't remember that much about last night. I watched it on a questionable copy, and I got so bored with it, I turned it off. I just never got into it. Funny thing, I just bought that set because I wanted Aragon. I had the drill guy, Zetar, found him at a Ollie's for $9.99. Then I bought Cromar, the Jet. Overstock.com had him for $9.99 with free shipping. And so having those two, the completionist in me had to get the other one. So I finally found the 3-pack off a seller on eBay, bought the 3-pack, had no interest in the hollow Mirage because I hate translucent plastic, sold off the Mirage figure for actually a pretty good price because the guy who I sold it to, he was really looking for one. So it kind of evened out. So I did like the Impactor in that set a lot better than the one we had to retail. He just had that better head sculpt. His head sculpt looked more comic oriented. Yeah, no one remembers the last night. I'm getting all quiet. I'm reading through these. These are hard to do by myself. I always like when there's 4 or 5 of us in here. Yeah, I do like the action scenes though. They're fun. I can pop one of those in just to kind of show off my. Anytime I got a friend over, hey, you want to check out a cool surround sound moment? And I'll play, especially the forest fight from part 2. That's the only thing I liked about part 2 was the forest fight. Missed out on all the cone heads. Yeah, they keep releasing Thundercracker and Skywarp, but everybody wants the cone heads, but they won't release them unless we get them again in Legacy. Of course, I'm really curious how Legacy will go. One of the other Transformers that I would love to see is I would like to see them do a upgraded animated Megatron. Like they took Bayverse Barricade and made him the G1 inspired police car for the last couple series we've had. I'd love to see a modern G1-ish animated Megatron as the dual bladed helicopter. I think that would look pretty sick. Yeah, I ordered Black Zarek too. I don't think he's due to arrive till February, and I absolutely have no idea where I'm going to put him. I got a little corner area. I decided I really screwed up collecting Master of the Universe Origins because I got all these figures. I got the vehicles. I got Castle Grayskull. I got Transformers sitting everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh. Armada Seekers. What were the Armada Seekers? Oh, never mind. I realized that all three of them were in there. I loved Armada Skywarp because he looked so different. He had that big crest on his head and he had the faceplate. See, that sucks too. So many people, I think Walmart and Amazon, notorious for canceling people's pre-orders, especially if they ordered them early. And it's so funny how it works too, like with the T-Rex set, Jurassic Park set. I know every one of my little crew, we all ordered at the same time, and all of us got different shipping dates. Of course, I guess it just depends on the Amazon distribution center. Favorite Seeker, Skywarp. I always like Skywarp. I like his collar scheme. I like his attitude. I think my favorite episode with Skywarp in it was Fire on the Mountain. Now, there's a figure that we haven't seen in ages, Sunstorm. He wasn't part of the Skittle Squad, was he? I don't collect MP. They look good, but they're just, I don't know. I don't, MP looks good, but I'm just not a fan of, I like my transformations to be fun. Exactly. And that laugh. And it's funny, every time I think about Skywarp, he's like got those perfect Decepticon collars, the purple and the black. Every time you think of Decepticon, it's purple and black. But I don't think there's that many Decepticons that actually had that collar scheme. You had Skywarp, the Insecticons, Shockwave, kinda, but there wasn't really a lot of purple and black Decepticons. But that's like the Decepticon collar. Hey, I got Red Wing. He's sitting up there somewhere. Acid Storm. I have the classics version of Acid Storm. I still have all those Seekers up there. My classic Starscream is the first figure I bought a third-party upgrade set for. He's got a cloth cape, different null rays, and the crown. Hey, good night, Princeton. Take care. All right, here's a funny story about Thrust. I forget what birthday it was. Whenever Thrust came out, I wanted Thrust so bad because I just loved the VTOL planes were just now coming out, back in the mid 80s. And I loved the looks of Thrust jet mode. And that's who I wanted for my birthday. And my grandfather, he were always the ones that bought me Transformers. And birthday come along, and I got this big old box. I'm like, man, Thrust must be bigger than I thought. And I opened him up, and he was Jetfire. And I was actually disappointed I got Jetfire instead of Thrust. I learned, but still, back when I was a kid, I was like, oh, man. Oh, my God. Least favorite Transformers characters. From where? There's like some of them in every universe. In G1, I always hated Ratbat. I hated the fact this Bat cassette Transformer was leading the Decepticons. Well, it was kind of cool how they made him do it, but I hated Ratbat in the comics. Didn't like Wheelie in G1. Nobody liked Wheelie in G1. Bayverse, Wheelie once again. Armada, I had a hard time liking any of those characters in Armada. Oh, I replaced my 2001 broken Hard Hero Optimus Prime bust with a brand new mint in box Hard Hero Optimus Prime bust. After years and years and years, I finally got a new one. Yeah, like I said, it was really cool how they did it. They made it more of a corporate takeover than just brute strength. And though I was tickled to death when Scorponok shot him in the back and killed him in issue 50. Spoilers. Kicker. I don't know. Oh, was that the human? I couldn't tell you the first thing about those series. I remember trying to watch Armada, and then the R2D2 sounding minicon just immediately turned me off. Granted, Armada was out at the same time I was getting ready to go overseas, so I had other priorities. Stunticons. Love the Stunticons. Always have loved the Stunticons. Yes. That is one of my favorite Toyhax sets, as they turn Grease Pit into the car wash of doom. One of the goofiest ass G1 comic stories, but my God, that was a sweet decal set. Why, hello, Optination. Welcome to the channel. Protectobots. That was the only other combiner team I had as a kid, was the Protectobots. So for those of you coming in late to the chat, real quick, the holding out for a hero title of this video is because I replaced my broken hard hero Optimus Prime. If you can see right there, the antenna was broke. It snapped. Problem with this StreamYard, you can't get those great shots. But if you can see right there, it's broke. I tried to fix it with a little bit of super glue and model paint. So it's been sitting broke on my shelf downstairs for years. And I finally, oh, he's down here in the floor, but I got one mint in package. So I finally got to replace my broken hard hero Prime. I talked a little bit about how this December, I don't have a lot of new stuff coming in. One or two things. So I'm going to go back to reviewing some G1 figures. So those of you who missed my G1 reviews, those are coming back. I've been working a lot on the ARC as far as Toyhax goes. Got a lot of that done up. Got all the thruster, the back area done. I love the chrome on those thrusters and decals on the inside too. If you can check out that shiny interior to the engines. So a lot of work going on with that set. That's not one you just sit down one afternoon and knock out. So that's in the works. Got some other Toyhax decals. Got the hell's this thing's name? Transmutate. I've got Artfire and Nightstick on the way. So there's a lot of stuff I've got to review. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep up the content, get some more sit reps going on. Hey, Patriot Prime, how many figures do you think you acquired this year alone? Oh, dear God. I have no idea. Especially if I'm not just counting Transformers. Oh, also, I have got to start working on a top 10 list. Considering I don't have anything else new coming in that's not a repaint, I guess I can start work on my top 10 list. I always like to do a start the list off with a bottom 5 by 5 worst Transformers of the year. Here's a hint, Trax is going to be one of them. And then I do my top 10 for the year. And that's going to be hard. There were some good mainline figures that came out this year. Hey, Larkin. Yeah, I wasn't going to get Artfire at first. And then GameStop had him on sale today for $27.99. And I had $10 off GameStop coupon. Ding. City Stars, 217. Thank you so much. That'd be cool. Yeah, paint this up. Dead Optimus Prime. I like that idea. So let's see. What kind of award shall we give you? Let's go.
Hey, Holmes. Hey, man, that's so, man. I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke anything, man. I think you better light it in here, man.
What?
These gas fumes, man.
Oh, man.
What's funny, when I first made that, I reversed the faces of Bert and I, and the way the facial hair was, they didn't look any different. Hey, JJ, as you can see, I fixed that error in the comments. That was snagging everything. So we'll see how long it lasts for somebody gets on here and pisses me off. Madagascar 3. Which Transformer movie was that? Yeah, he was awesome. That was an amazing figure. And what sucked is you get that amazing figure in the first wave. Now I can't give away all my secrets. Yeah, Fee, with a long day, I had, who popped up there? Yeah, Grimlock Gone said long day. I applied for a disability benefit with the VA in July. I got an email from them Wednesday that I had an appointment today in a town 50 miles away to go get a checkup. So I had to jump through hoops to get off work in the morning so I could leave the house here this morning, drive an hour away to get this test done, and then drive back to work. So yeah, it has been a long day. I'm about ready to wrap this up. I kept telling myself I wasn't going to buy any 86 movie guys beside Hot Rods and Dinobots, but I ended up buying Cyclonus just because I wanted to see the design. You know, we all say, I'm not going to buy any of this line. I've already got versions of that figure. Then when the line's coming to a close, you're like, man, I bought every one of that line except for maybe 2. I only saw Cyclonus on the shelves once, and that's because I happened to be in my Walmart as the lady was pulling out the boxes. And you guys know, you see a pallet of boxes, you're looking for Hasbro. And there was Kingdom Wave. I opened those boxes up. There was Primal, Cyclonus, all the deluxes, and I just scooped them all up. Credit card took a hit that day. And everybody complained with Cyclonus because those flaps wouldn't shut completely in ship mode, but, you know, they were intakes. All right. Well, I've been on here an hour and 7 minutes. It's 11:07. Jason, thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Jason, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Appreciate your support here on the channel. I appreciate your support personally, too. So let me, what am I going to give you, Jay? What haven't you seen? Oh, here's a good one. I'll get demonetized for it, but what the hell? Man, I miss TFCon so much. It was like 3 days after being away from it. You're already going through like TFCon PTSD. It's like, man, I miss the fellas. I enjoyed hanging out with everybody. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by, hanging out with me tonight, keeping me from watching any more shows on Netflix. I think I've binged everything I want to watch already, and I don't want to get started on something else right now. If you haven't, check out the show Arcane. It is a fantastic animated series on Netflix, and the story's great, and the animation is just off the chain. I absolutely love that. So, once again, thanks everybody for joining me. We'll see you next time here on Patriot Prime Reviews. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!